Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 Shadowkeep for some more Destiny 2 news and Season of the Worthy intel. And in this video, we're going to be taking you through yet another Pit of Heresy flawless glitch, or possible flawless glitch, that you might be able to even do solo. It's a pretty incredible new glitch, and I'm going to get to all the information regarding this specific exploit in just 1 second, but first I just want to remind everybody I'm still doing the giveaway on my YouTube channel at 20,000 subscribers. All you have to do to be entered into that giveaway is like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, turn on the notifications, the bell, right next to the big red subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below, as well as any materials that we talk about in this video, any references, they'll also be linked in the description box. And as always guys, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into that giveaway a second time for this video. And remember guys, those secret hashtags stack between all videos, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Alright, so credit where credit is due. This glitch was found by my boy Callum. I saw it on Reddit, so I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube channel as well as the actual Reddit thread down below. Go check it out. He gives a slightly better description than I might give here. But essentially the glitch comes down to this, and I'm going to show you the clip in just 1 second. But I have talked about the catalyst for this glitch several times before. It's our old buddy, the Blade Rush finisher, which is for sale right now in the Eververse store for, I think it's 1,000 or 800 silver actually, but unfortunately you can't buy 800 silver. The Gladiator's Blade Rush glitch is essentially using your finisher and at the same time crouching while you finish an enemy. This allows you to break through most walls. Now there's a fairly confusing part of this clip that I kind of want to talk about now, because you might be wondering what exactly happens when you see it, as the clip is fairly quick. I will reference again, go watch the actual original video. But essentially, when you do the Gladiator's Blade Rush finisher and then crouch, it's not that you just break through walls. Your body actually separates, funny enough. Your character and what you're actually seeing go to two different sides of the map. You can actually be essentially in two places at once. So what this allows you to do is actually move through different sections of the map by going out of the map, so breaking through walls. But because you're still somewhere else, what actually ends up happening is when you get into the new zone, you'll see a revive for your own body. So it's kind of weird. It's almost like you can revive yourself. But as far as I can tell, this actually circumvents the whole dying progress and can allow you to still remain flawless, even though you're essentially kind of dead. It's like not like you're dead so much as you are in just two places at once. It's sort of like when you run through a stage and a buddy is lagging behind and they get teleported forward to you. Only in this case, because you haven't actually died, it doesn't count as a death, so far as I can tell. So here's that clip, and as I said, it's fairly brief, so I do suggest going and checking out the actual video, although that's still very quick, but the Reddit thread does have a good definition. So as you can see, he makes his way down into this one specific section. Now I'm not sure if this one specific section in the Ogre Room is a prerequisite or you can do this anywhere, but let's assume it is a prerequisite. Gets an ad to finish, finishes him off, and then simply moves through into this section. Now you can see he is 100% alive. His buddy, who was waiting at the last checkpoint, gets teleported forward. he goes up and revives him, and then there's another revive, which is actually for him. He gets self-revived into the place. However, he did not die. So, if you're going for a solo flawless run, I don't think there's any other glitch currently available or exploit that allows you to essentially bypass the Ogre Room, which is a point where most people can get caught up, except for this one. I'm pretty sure this is the only method that I know of. There is another method that allows you to get around that Ogre Room, but you do need 2 other buddies to actually get to this room before you can teleport into the room to get the flawless, or to essentially do a speed run. So as far as speed running goes, solo runs go, and flawless runs, I do believe that this is currently the best glitch and exploit and method available to finishing off that one room. Another couple of things I want to talk about is the new ball glitch, or, well, it's not necessarily new, but something I haven't really talked about too much when talking about Pit of Heresy. This is still another option. You can use this for the Ogre Room or for the next plate room. But essentially what that allows you to do is insert the Oracle Ball, and as you do, you want to actually hit drop as you're inserting it. So you want to actually drop the ball first while you're holding the insert button, whatever that might be. If you're on a controller, it would be X. If you're on a mouse and keyboard, it would be whatever you've set it to. But essentially, you're going to hold, insert, and drop at the exact same time. Drop slightly before you actually hit the ball to insert it. And you'll see a great example of my buddy Sinister, who's provided most of the footage you're seeing here. This was me running with him. The other footage you might see is him doing some soloing of the boss. He's pretty beastly when it comes to that. Pit of Heresy is his backyard, pretty much. So what you're going to do is, again, hold drop and insert at the exact same time. And what that'll do is it will drop the ball, but also insert the ball. So it'll allow you to use the same node over and over again. This can be used in all 3 sections: the Ogre Room, the Plate Room, and the final boss room. So in the final boss room, this saves you the trouble of having to defeat all 3 of the mini bosses. All you really have to do is go and defeat the Shrieker, which is by far the easiest one. All you have to do is hold up the sword, block, and eventually it kills itself. The other ones, you can run into trouble, especially the Knight, as he has a tendency to just smack you even if you are swinging at him. So if you're going for a solo run, these are essential. As you can see here, he'll insert the ball and drop it, and pick it up, and we'll move on to the next door. This comes in really handy in the plate room, because if you are a Well of Radiance or a Bubble Titan, you can just lay down a bubble once you've had the node in hand and drop all 3 within, or I think it's 4, I can't remember exactly how many you insert there, but drop them all within a matter of seconds, hence clearing the room as fast as possible. It can be a little bit of a thing to get used to. Again, you want to drop it while you're holding it down to insert the node, but you do want to do it slightly before. You want to drop slightly before you actually do that. Another thing you might want to think about if you are doing a solo run is in the boss room, even if you're not doing this ball or node glitch, or you're not doing the ogre bypass glitch, there is another way to sort of cheese the boss simply through attrition. A lot of people don't know this, and it can come in handy if you're just going for a solo run and are just trying to mitigate as many risks as possible. This is done just by holding the swords that you use to kill the mini bosses and firing the or throwing the sword lunge, or whatever you'd like to call that, the sword shot, at the boss. You can shoot him from quite a ways away, as most of the sword throws will track to the boss. And this does a slight bit of white damage. You might not even see it. It does take quite a while to kill the boss this way, but this allows you to kill him without actually having to do any of the oracle inserts. So as you can see here on the plate, I'm just going to run up. It does help to have one person holding the plate. It is fairly easy to do this solo though. If you go back and forth, you can just move. If you have a well down or a bubble down, you're going to be fairly shielded. But I'm just going to plant my well right here on the edge of the plate. Sin will go get the ball and come back, throw it in 3 times. So that's going to be it for the main information in this video. Again, a big shout out to Callum. I think that's how he pronounces his name, Callum or Callum. But either way, thanks to him for allowing me to use his footage. Great find. Gladiator's Blade Rush is just the gift that keeps on giving as far as glitches go. And remember guys, you can actually go and buy this right now for silver at Eververse. I don't know how long it's going to be offered. I believe probably to the end of this season. I actually thought it was going to be going away a couple of weeks ago. However, it's still there. And this pays dividends in more than just doing a Pit of Heresy run. This will allow you to do several things, get through several different walls. It even helps in the Last Wish raid if you're trying to get some of the hidden eggs for the exotic catalyst of the bow. I believe it's Wish Ender. So thank you all so much for watching. And for the secret hashtag today, leave a hashtag Pit of Heresy or a hashtag Season of the Worthy, hashtag Guardian Games. Those are all things that are going on right now. And as always, I am Wilhelm Scream. We will see you in the next video. Good luck with your solo runs. Later.